This week's story is about Jonah. It starts like this. God spoke to Jonah and said, "Arise, get up. I want you to go to the city of Nineveh, preach to the people. Tell them to say sorry to God because they were doing bad things." But Jonah didn't want to do this. He didn't want to go to Nineveh. No. So he decided to get a boat. The boat was going to Tarshish. Tarshish is this way, and Nineveh is this way, the opposite direction. Then Jonah got in the boat. And here's the captain, and here's the two sailors. And the Lord caused a storm to blow up. I'm scared. And the sailors and the captain were so scared that they threw all the luggage into the sea. Oh, I wanted that. Look at all the luggage. And then the captain came to Jonah. "How is it you're asleep?" Then Jonah awoke suddenly. And the storm was still blowing up and the waves were still very huge. And the boat was still swaying. And Jonah said, "I am running away from God. Throw me overboard into the sea. Then the sea will be calm." But the captain didn't want to do this. They continued to try and get the boat back to shore, but it was no good. So they threw Jonah into the sea. Wow! Imagine that! And then, as Jonah was falling and falling, a big fish, I think it was a whale, just came and swallowed him up. So now he's in the whale's belly, and look what it's like. It's dark, it's smelly and slimy, look. And then Jonah prayed to God inside the belly of the whale, and God answered him after 3 days and 3 nights of being inside the whale. So the whale spat him out onto the shore. And almost at once, Jonah, we could now say smelly Jonah, said, "Thanks to God, I cried to the Lord and he answered me." And then again, God spoke to Jonah, "Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and preach to it the message that I tell you." And this time, Jonah listened. So this city of Nineveh was very big and great, but all the people in it were doing bad things, and God was not happy about it. So Jonah was to speak against them and say they would be destroyed, but the people listened to Jonah. And the king proclaimed that everyone should turn from their bad ways. And God saw the people and how they turned back to him. And he saved the city. So this is the story of Jonah. God asked him to go speak to the people of Nineveh, but Jonah didn't want to. He didn't listen to God, and he tried to run away, which is impossible because God always knows where we are. So we learn that it is a good idea to listen to God and do what he says. In this situation, God used Jonah to save the whole city. where there lived 120,000 people. Look, there's so many people. And the people, they all came back to God and wanted to serve him again. How good is that? So we also learned that God is a God of love, and he wants all people to know his amazing, amazing love. Yay!